Well, welcome back everyone. I'm back here in the St. Joe National Forest in Idaho, and I've come back to the Bald Mountain area where I'm hoping to get a shot that I've explored here a few months ago. Now, the shot that I got last time, it was okay, but even though I did get some interesting clouds, the light never really took off the way that I hoped to, so I figured today I would head back and we'll just go ahead and we'll check everything out. I'm hoping that with the added snow that we've got a few days ago, we'll add a bit more dynamic, we'll just add a little bit better imagery, and okay, we'll go see from there.
I just wanna dive into the blue. Doesn't really matter what we do. Don't let the moment pass us by. Just trust that the universe is right. 'Cause we struck gold in the shining light, and it's all gonna be alright. This is the good life. Oh, oh, oh. This is the good life.
Well, we got a bit of an interesting situation here. So I intended to go back to the place where I originally shot that photo a few months ago. I'll put it up on screen right here now. But in the back, the road has been closed. I don't know if you can see that. Fortunately, what has happened is I did see another composition up the hill that I just came down, and while it's not going to be the exact same, it's going to provide a very similar feel to the last one. Now, it's still not a lot of snow up here, but the snow that we have been getting is, it's been a few days and it's warm out. As you can see, I'm just in my flannel shirt. It's about 45, 47 degrees out. So the snow is really packed down and it's wet and heavy here. So, you know, I don't want to go exploring for another composition too much, knowing that, well, I'm the only one back here and I might get stuck. I do have recovery gear, but I would prefer not to use it. So what I think we're going to do is we're just going to head up this mountain you can see in back of me. And it's not a very far drive, and I can set up there, and I think that will turn into a pretty cool shot. So, all right, let's head back up.
This is the good life. Oh, oh, oh. This is the good life. Oh, oh, oh. Out in the sunshine, nothing but good times. This is the good life. This is the good life. Whoa, oh, oh, oh. Whoa, oh, oh, oh. Whoa, oh, oh, oh. Whoa, oh, oh, oh.
Well, we made it to the top of the hill. The old 4Runner handled that muddy, slippery dive like a champ. So I went ahead and parked off the side of the road here, and what I'm going to do is just take some time to look for a composition. We got about an hour till sunset, and that gives me plenty of time to set up so I can afford to take a little bit of time to dial in what I want. And so there's already a couple scenes that grabbed me that I spied on both the drive down and then the drive back up. And here in a minute I'll flip you around and I'll show you. But I'm pretty excited about what it might be. Even though it looks like we got some blue skies here out to the west where the sun's gonna set. Ooh, that's too dark. Out to the west here, you know, we got just a little bit of that mist rising from the heat hitting that snow, so I think that might turn out to be pretty good. And then we got some high layer clouds way off in the distance, and I hope they stay there because when the sun sets, it could just mean a pretty good light show. So go ahead, I'll set you down, I'll grab my gear, and I'm just gonna scout around and see what I want. So I walked around the road a bit here, and I climbed up a few of these little sides of the hill that come down from the road, and I think I've settled on a pretty cool composition. Now, like I said, it's not the one I originally wanted, but I think that this one's going to turn out pretty good. You know, that's all dependent on what type of light we get, but I think the composition is solid. And so I'm just going to go ahead, I'm going to set this down, and let's go ahead and we'll set up and see what we can get. Well, I got pretty much everything set up right now. I'm using the 70 to 200 on the Nikon D850. I'm using the Tamron G2 2.8, and I find that is just a great lens. It's sharp, it's fast. Is it as good as the actual Nikkor? Yeah, maybe not. I have shot with that in the past, and I found that the other one just has a little bit better colors to it, just a tad sharper, but you know, at the end of the day, 99% of the time that doesn't really matter. And I've always been very happy with this lens. So we got about another half hour, and I think I'm just gonna go ahead, sit down and relax. I might shoot a time lapse or two. But yeah, I think that we might get a pretty interesting scene. So well, we'll just see and wait what happens. So the light's starting to fade quickly now. The sun is just now setting over horizon, and we got a bank of clouds coming in to kind of block the light. And I've ended up having to take a couple of different exposures because the way that I have the camera pointed right now, it is going right towards that sun. It's kind of on the edge right there and is giving me some sun flare. So in order to compensate for that, I go ahead and I take one photo, and then what I'll do is after that photo, I'll take one right after it, and I'll just go ahead and I'll put like my finger right in front of the sun as it's going down, and that blocks out the light. So then that will eliminate the sun flare. And then in Photoshop, I'll go ahead after I post-process both the images, or I'm sorry, before I post-process the images, I'll blend them together, and that usually does a pretty good job. So I'm going to make use of the rest of this light here just to snap off a couple more shots, and that sky's just now starting to turn. I'm going to go ahead and take a quick photo here. that good old time delay. So let me kind of walk you through my composition. Right now I'm about f9 ISO 64, right about 1/25 of a second. Now, like I said, I've been sitting here and taking several different exposures, and a thing that is a possibility, something that I might do, is I might just go through all those different exposures, because I have some with nice light on the foreground. We got that nice little S-curve of a old Forest Service road coming up, and then I might go back and blend that in with a couple different images to highlight the sky and the mountain and back, which is my foreground subject. So that's going to do it for me. Like I said, I'm just going to sit here for a little while longer and continue to take pictures as the light changes. So if you like this video, please go ahead, give me a like, a share, a comment. You know, I'm starting to take YouTube a little bit more seriously now. I'm starting to post more and more videos, and even though my following is small right now, the support from you guys has just been absolutely fantastic. So that is something that, you know, is near and dear to me, and I'll just continue sitting here, and as long as you guys want, I'll put out some more videos. So until then, thanks for coming along to ride, and we'll catch you on the next one. Well, I thought this vlog was over, but you know, I was setting up just in my same place, but behind me the sun is just absolutely glowing on the far mountains, and I don't think you can see it, but it is just absolutely gorgeous. So I went ahead and I swung around my camera real quick, and now I'm just sitting here taking pictures of that golden, almost purple light just cascading down the mountains. And so I'm going to go ahead and switch the D850 over here for a second. So hopefully I can capture the video on this camera. And what's more, I don't know if I can get a picture of it, but I'm going to rush down real quick. The moon is coming over the mountain, so we're going to go ahead and see how that goes. So I couldn't resist. I ran down the hill. I got my Nikon D850 set up real quick, and the moon is just over the top of the mountain here, and we're getting this beautiful back, almost purple light down the road. And so I went ahead and just quickly set up my composition, and I'm just kind of adjusting the camera right now as the moon passes over, but the light is fading very, very quickly, and I see on this camera I'm almost out of battery. So what an interesting photo shoot this has been. It's, you know, I thought I was done, but this just goes to show you, even when you think you're done, go ahead and wait that extra 5 minutes, and usually the light will, or not usually, but sometimes that light would just do things you never expected. So once again, I'm just I'm gonna take these pictures, and I'm just gonna go ahead and sign off, and you know, thanks again for viewing.